For 23 years, I wasn't just an employee. I was the backbone of the company. Every system, every deal, every crisis I'd quietly handled. And the man I trusted most, Evan Klein, our CEO, called me his anchor. Then came the meeting. No warning, no performance review. HR was there. Evan avoided my eyes. He used rehearsed words: organizational restructuring, strategic realignment, new direction, 3 minutes. A severance packet, my career gone. I packed my office silently, but that night I didn't panic. I opened my old laptop, the one no one remembered. I knew the company's skeletons, the backups, the systems only I could navigate. The next morning, 8:17 a.m., markets opened. 8:21 a.m., internal dashboards froze, $2. 5 billion vanished, not stolen, not hacked, just gone, and for the first time I smiled. Hook for YouTube: how do you get revenge on someone who betrayed you for decades, not with violence, but with intelligence? Watch carefully. While Evan panicked, I sat in my apartment, calm. Everything had already been set in motion. The systems I built years ago, the temporary workarounds, the hidden safeguards, were now my weapon. The board and investors didn't notice immediately. They saw a reporting lag. Evan tried to explain. He was correct. Nothing illegal had occurred. The money wasn't gone, just locked behind a system only I could unlock. Silence is louder than screams, and in that silence, Evan realized he was powerless. Cliffhanger: he thought firing me ended it, but it was just the beginning. Evan believed control was visible. Corner offices, nodding employees, confident statements. He didn't understand quiet control, the kind that rearranges the boardroom without anyone noticing. I let him over-explain. I let him panic internally. I let him search for a villain. He assumed it was me, but I didn't act. I waited. I let him dismantle himself step by step through his own overconfidence. Every emergency meeting, every hesitant decision, every mistake was part of the plan. By the time he realized, it was too late. He was being manipulated without knowing it. By week 2, Evan was CEO in title only. Approvals stalled. Decisions went nowhere. People looked past him. I didn't intervene. I didn't threaten. I simply let the systems I designed hold everything together while he floundered. When he called, begging for consulting, I reminded him, "You built your power on my silence. You don't get that back. Power doesn't scream when it leaves. It just stops answering." Suspense beat. The man who controlled everything now had no control at all. I had the power to destroy Evan completely, but could I live with that? For the first time, I questioned myself. Revenge would have been satisfying, but cruel. Justice, restoring the systems, stabilizing the company, keeping the money safe, felt far stronger. I drafted an anonymous alert to the board, guiding them to secure the funds. No fingerprints, no gloating. For the first time, I felt light. Revenge had been tempting, but justice gave me freedom. Weeks later, life was quiet. The company stable, Evan powerless, and I realized the sweetest revenge isn't in destroying someone. It's in building a life so full, so meaningful, and so unstoppable that they become irrelevant in your story. I didn't need to flaunt wealth or power. Living well, growing, and thriving became the ultimate revenge. Years of planning, patience, and quiet manipulation led to the final moment. I returned to Evan's office, folder in hand, no threats, no screams, just the truth. Every ledger reconciled, every control documented, every risk neutralized. "I could have destroyed you," I said, "but destroying you wouldn't make me stronger. It would make me smaller. I chose to rise instead." He realized then that true revenge isn't punishment, it's power. Silent, devastating, and human. 3 years later, a massive acquisition opportunity arrived. Evan championed it recklessly. The board brought me in as consultant. I didn't attack him. I asked questions, pointed out risks, revealed assumptions. One sentence ended everything. "This deal assumes silence where accountability is required." The board rejected the deal. Evan resigned quietly. Years of planning, patience, and subtlety repaid in one perfectly timed moment. From Evan's perspective, The slow erosion of control was terrifying. The systems felt alien. Employees questioned his authority. Every move he made highlighted his weakness. He realized too late that I had outgrown him, outlasted him, and outmaneuvered him, not through aggression, but through intelligence, patience, and consistency. The man who once commanded rooms was powerless. The one he had betrayed had mastered the quietest, deadliest form of revenge, inevitability. Revenge is not fire or noise, it is patience, it is scars that become symbols of strength, pain transformed into power. Betrayal became clarity. Every sleepless night, every betrayal, every moment of quiet endurance was armor. Pain is not the punishment. Betrayal is not the victory. True power is in rising. Rising patiently, rising stronger, rising whole. I survived betrayal. I mastered patience. I reclaimed myself, and in that, Evan's world crumbled quietly while mine thrived.